Greece. So, the name has swirled around the rumor mill for weeks and weeks now, and the Greek national broadcaster ERT they finally have confirmed that Katarine Duska will represent the nation in Tel Aviv at Eurovision 2019. So that's really exciting. The news was confirmed in the evening news in Greece. And in case you know, she's a dual citizen, Greek-Canadian, was born in Montreal, largest city in Quebec in case you suck at geography. Canada, before moving to Athens in Greece. She has released her debut album, Embodiment, in 2015. She is considered like an indie pop singer-songwriter, very soulful voice actually. She has made slowly waves in Greece, releasing a number of singles, music videos, and earning over 1 million views on YouTube for her cover of the Arctic Monkeys' Do I Wanna Know. Now, she is signed, interesting enough, to Minos EMI, which is the same label as Tamta is. She's representing Cyprus this year. Small world. Now, the lyrics will allegedly be in a foreign language. So if it's non-Greek, my guesses would be English. Unless all of a sudden randomly she decides, let's go French. But probably English would be my guess. We will find out on March the 7th. That's when the song will be officially released, and then we get to see what's going on. Sebastian, I'm handing it over to you. Your thoughts on this act, the style? I know she's not necessarily the biggest name initially that we would have maybe expected from Greece, even though she's slightly becoming more of a thing. You think that was a good choice from Greece?
Absolutely good. I love this version when people said that you don't need to necessarily be a star when you are entering the Eurovision. Eurovision can make from you the star. So the fact of the matter is, I really hope that she's gonna do very well, because last time I was that excited about the entrant in the Eurovision last year with Azerbaijan.
Oh, really?
I know how it ends, because we see how this.
So close.
Yeah, it was really close, because when I just heard about her jazz roots, I listened to her performance live. I was, hey man, she's gonna be that so good. And reality just make a check and everything. Everybody know how it goes. But fact of the matter is that Katarine is amazing artist. I just check out her music, her live performances. I heard in her voice some soul of Amy Winehouse some way somehow.
Oh,
they
you
was
know what?
really
You're
listen.
right. I can see that. Yes.
It's
Very
some kind of similarity, but
I can see
beautiful.
Yes. I would agree with that. I'm very thrilled with that decision. Greece has had a specific, not style, but certainly not necessarily music outside of the Greek box, if you will, like often Greek sounds or something more mainstream. This, I'm not saying it's not going to be mainstream, but I find that this is definitely more of, I love singer-songwriter pop indie music anyways, so I am just really excited about this one. Of course, they can also go the Azerbaijan route, as you said, and send a standard, averagey, pop song, and then you're kind of like, okay, I expected a little bit more, so you never know. But the act by itself, on its own merit, I'm like, heck yeah. I think Greece needs to try something different, and I think that is definitely the right choice. I was going to ask you if you like her music. You already listened to it, so that is good. I checked out a few clips as well, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Again, unexpected. Not unexpected. I think her name came up before, but as far as like the style is concerned, it's a little bit something less predictable from Greece, which I'm very much in favor of. Now, as you know, Sebastian, Greece has a little bit in a slump for the last 5 years or so at Eurovision, including 2 non-qualifications. We never thought that it would happen, that Greece would not qualify. Now it happened twice. And then the other 3 times they ended up in the middle of the right side of the scoreboard. So not anywhere near a contender whatsoever. What do you think they should do differently this time with her? Should they just really stick to her style and roots and not overthink it? Or do you have any suggestions for the Greek team as far as the song is concerned?
With this kind of talent like Katarine Duska, I think that the best option is just left her the musical open doors. Because with her talent, with her voice, I think if we're gonna listen on the Eurovision something quite similar to One in a Million, on some quite similar to Won't Leave. So her singles, we're gonna be fascinated and you're gonna be satisfied as hell. That's for
Yes.
sure. So hopefully she will do something like this. Uh, to the point of non qualifiers and situated in the middle of the table. I'm really sad about Jana Terzi last year.
We all were.
She have great song as usual. So she presented very well. This Greekness of the song was very fresh bounce of air after the demi in Kiev with "This Is Love," which was terrible in so many different ways. Even I feel like this girl, and I have nothing against her at all
I
because
get what
she's
you're
talented.
saying. I get what you're
But this
saying.
song was huge letdown. So hopefully Greece will do it because I think that whole Europe needs to have good Greece, not typical Greece in the final. So I'll
Yes.
keep my fingers crossed for this country and huge love from Poland.
Yes. And I agree with everything you just said. Keep it authentic. Last year, it's a great example. It was so hard to watch this whole thing pan out because once I saw the rehearsals last year, I knew like, oh god, Greece is in trouble. It just didn't come together with lots of issues. But the point I'm trying to make is people loved that song. Not just non-Greeks, but the Greek were so proud of it. They were so connected with it, and that is more important than anything else, in my opinion. Anyway, even better, more important than the results. People were proud of their entry, and it was from the heart. It was
Yep.
authentic, and that is why people gravitate towards it. And that is exactly what they need to do. Let the singer send what she is comfortable with and feels good about, and people will gravitate towards that. As said, I'm not trying to pick on poor Azerbaijan, but since we use it as an example, don't give them a song that's not their style per se and make it a
Yeah.
generic pop song. And I don't necessarily hate generic pop songs; it's fun. To a certain extent, I enjoyed "Cross My Heart" only because it was so sing-along material, but it was
Yeah.
not the song for her. I think she could
Yeah.
have brought something unique. And I think with Greece, this would happen as well, this one. So I'm hoping they're going to stick to that. If anyone has questions or thoughts about Greece, make sure, again, at ESC United in the chat. While doing that last question on Greece, I didn't give you any time to prepare, Sebastian, so I hope I'm not putting you on the spot. But
Yeah.
what is your favorite Greek entry of all time? If you
Oh
just,
my god.
I'll answer first, and since you are thinking,
Yeah. Yeah.
in Greece really became a player in 2000, right? That's when they really became like a threat, if you will, to all other countries. So I'm focusing more on these songs, although the very first Greek entry, 1974, I have such a soft spot for. It is so cute. Of course, Elena Paparizou's, I forgot, Antique's band Die For You in 2001 was amazing. I still love that song so much. Of course, my number one is great, but I had to point out Die For You was amazing. And I loved in 2013 Alcohol Is Free. Oh, what a
Oh,
party
definitely.
song. I loved it so much, and the guys were great. I met them there, interviewed them, and they were so much fun. And I loved it. So those were, I just wanted to point out those two. How about you?
Very similar right now. For I really love Greece on the very early ages of their start. So right
Mm,
now it's pretty hard to choose one. But surely my love to Greece was truly cemented or just truly put on the black on my heart with Helena Paparizou, for sure.
yeah.
This is one of the biggest bangers, one of the biggest hits Eurovision scene in the history. So for sure. But I also like, as you said, Alcohol Is Free. It's a great song, which I think Polish people and Russian love so much because of very curious reasons. So I hope this message also go through there. Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
definitely this song.
Absolutely. Linus 898765 is asking, what is your take on Greece and Cyprus block voting? I mean, I don't have much to say. The televote will always give each other 12 points. I think we've come to terms with that. It doesn't matter what it is. Previously, when we first introduced the juries, they didn't give 12 points by default, which was very encouraging. Not because I want them, but it's fair, right? That the juries, okay,
Yeah.
at least they don't give them 12 by default. But the last few years, they went back to that. And okay, I feel as people got a little bit more comfortable with that. And Greece and Cyprus, yes, it is annoying when it does that. And I'm sad that the juries just go there by default. Last year, you can make a point because it spoke from the heart and it was spoke to all the Greek folks. But Demi, This Is Love, I'm questioning that a little. So that's why I want the jury. So even though they haven't done their job these past few years in Greece, it is what it is. Any thoughts from you?
No, I think that you get
I summed it
great
up.
point on it.
Yes.
Yeah, perfectly, perfectly.
There's not much we can do about that. And yes, people are pointing
Of
out
course.
Romania and Moldova. That is a similar situation. I mean,
Yeah.
you can apply to that as well.